And they're off. It's Jack Clayton and Time in a Bottle. The entry goes out on the inside, Notre Dame Irish. Time in a Bottle between horses, Notre Dame Irish on the rail. Now it's Notre Dame Irish, your leader. Around the first turn, they paced an eighth of a mile. It's Notre Dame Irish, your leader a length. Time in a Bottle is racing in second, Jack Clayton. Came away third, Jamar is racing in fourth. Hanka's Finale racing in fifth, Baby Doctor. Then a big gap to Voyager. They race for the opening quarter, Notre Dame Irish, your leader a length. They go by the quarter 28-2. Notre Dame Irish leads a length. Jack Clayton now up to challenge the leader, Notre Dame Irish. To the inside of him, entry mate, Time in a Bottle. Jamar is on the move with cover. Hanka's Finale on the inside. Baby Doctor is third over. Voyager now catches the pack. They race for the half. On the inside, it's Notre Dame Irish. Jack Clayton. On the outside, racing second, Time in a Bottle is right there in third. Jamar second over with cover. To the inside of him, Hanka's Finale. Baby Doctor and Voyager, 58-1 for the half. Notre Dame Irish leads ahead. Jack Clayton is right alongside Time in a Bottle. With the leaders in third, Jamar racing in fourth. Hanka's Finale, Baby Doctor, and Voyager. They race up the backstretch. Jack Clayton, another move on the outside, but Notre Dame Irish. He's stubborn on the inside, moving up three wide. Baby Doctor, 3/4, 128 straight. It's Jack Clayton on a short lead. On the inside, Notre Dame Irish battles back. Baby Doctor is three off the rail and gaining ground. Time in a Bottle. He's full of pace. He's set for the drive. But now Notre Dame Irish draws clear a length and a quarter. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Notre Dame Irish, your leader length. Time in a Bottle is out for the drive. Down the stretch, it's Notre Dame Irish. On the outside, here's Time in a Bottle. Now it's Time in a Bottle going on by. Notre Dame Irish comes back a bit. Time in a Bottle, Notre Dame Irish, and Hanka's Finale. Photo, Ratch number 4, Seguda Valley. Post time in 17 minutes at 8:22. Now it's back to Balmoral. Top of the stretch. Here they come. And they're off. Diamond Lee W away quickly in between horses now. Best of the Class is out fast. On the inside, Our Lucky Fella. It's Best of the Class, your leader into the first turn by 2. Our Lucky Fella racing second. Hollering Dollar is parked in third. Meg Cindy racing in fourth. 4 lengths back to Diamond Lee W. King Cavallo and far back Slammin' Devil. They race for the quarter. Best of the Class leads by 2. Our Lucky Fella is racing second. The filly, Meg Cindy, racing in third. Hollering Dollar came away fourth. Diamond Lee W. King Cavallo and Slammin' Devil opening quarter 29-3. Your leader is the favorite. Best of the Class by 2. Our Lucky Fella racing in second. Meg Cindy with the leaders in third. King Cavallo is on the move in fourth. Hollering Dollar saves ground in fifth. On the inside, Diamond Lee W. and Slammin' Devil. They race for the half. Your leader, Best of the Class by 2 1/4. Our Lucky Fella now cuts the gap in second. On the outside, King Cavallo is parked third. Meg Cindy saves ground in fourth. A half, 101-1. Best of the Class pacing comfortably on top by 2. Our Lucky Fella racing second. King Cavallo will have to do more in third. Meg Cindy, she needs racing room. On the inside, it's Hollering Dollar, Slammin' Devil, and now at the end, Diamond Lee W. A little more than 1/4 of a mile to pace. Now Best of the Class opens up the lead by 4. The battle now for second. Our Lucky Fella racing second. Meg Cindy in third. 3/4, 132 flat. Best of the Class leads by 5. Our Lucky Fella under urging in second. Meg Cindy racing in third. Hollering Dollar. He now shakes loose. They come to the 8th pole, and Best of the Class is by himself. Best of the Class by 6. Our Lucky Fella battles the game. Hang on second. Down the stretch, Best of the Class leads by 4. Our Lucky Fella racing second. A late move, Meg Cindy, but Best of the Class from start to finish by 4. Our Lucky Fella second, close for third between Meg Cindy and Hollering Dollar. Next start for the winner, Best of the Class. Good-looking 2-year-old. They're off. Shoulda Bet More is out fast for the lead. Herbie Let's Go came away well. Far outside, LK Line drives for position. Now it's LK Line, 3 off the rail. Up to get the lead, 3 parts of a length. Shoulda Bet More is racing second. Herbie Let's Go came away third. Rags and Riches racing in fourth. In fifth, around the turn, Patrick Thorpe racing in sixth. Thrifty Nickel in seventh, Short Supply, and it's B Boomer, your trailer. They're strung out. They race for the quarter. LK Line, your leader, a length and a quarter, 28-1. It's LK Line in control a length. Shoulda Bet More is right there second. Herbie Let's Go racing with the leaders in third. 4 lengths back to Rags and Riches racing in fourth. Then Patrick Thorpe coming on, Thrifty Nickel, Short Supply, and B Boomer. They race for the half. Your leader is LK Line by a length and a quarter. Shoulda Bet More is right there in second. The favorite, Herbie Let's Go, is racing in third. On the inside, the 2-year-old Rags and Riches racing in fourth. Thrifty Nickel is on the move. The half, 58 seconds flat. LK Line rolling along with a length and a half lead. Shoulda Bet More is right there in second. Herbie Let's Go, he's in gear and on the move. On the inside, Rags and Riches. Thrifty Nickel picks up cover for the final 3/8 of a mile. Then comes Short Supply, B Boomer, and shuffled back Patrick Thorpe. Racing up the backstretch, LK Line keeps a 2-length lead. On the inside, that Shoulda Bet More. On the outside, Herbie Let's Go, 3/4, 128-3. It's LK Line, your leader a length. Herbie Let's Go, he's on the move in second. Shoulda Bet More is right there in third. On the inside, Rags and Riches. Thrifty Nickel drops back. Final 1/8 of a mile. LK Line is under a drive. Here comes Herbie Let's Go. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. LK Line on a short lead. Herbie Let's Go is now charging. Now it's Herbie Let's Go up to get the lead. LK Line batters back. On the inside, Shoulda Bet More. Down to the wire. Shoulda Bet More going fastest on the inside. Shoulda Bet More. Herbie Let's Go and LK Line. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. It's Idle Brett away quickly for the lead. On the inside, Hallview Jade. 46 extra long drives for position. And now Cheetah Cheats sneaks through and comes away fourth. It's a battle for the lead. Idle Brett in between horses. 46 extra long on the outside. Hallview Jade racing in third. Now it's 46 extra long up to challenge. Idle Brett for the lead. 2 lengths back, Hallview Jade racing third. Cheetah Cheats is in fourth. Sid Sandman racing in fifth. Cool Diplomat in sixth. And far back, Robin Kyle's Uncle opening quarter, 28-1. Your new leader, 46 extra long, a length and a quarter. Idle Brett right there in second. 4 lengths back to Hallview Jade racing third. Cheetah Cheats is fourth, another gap of 3 to Sid Sandman. Cool Diplomat, and far back, Robin Kyle's Uncle. They race for the half. Little Change on top. 46 extra long. Carl Purcelli Jr. They lead a length and a quarter. Idle Brett is right there in second. Hallview Jade in third. Cheetah Cheats racing in fourth. A half, 57-2. 46 extra long leads a length. Idle Brett is right there second. Hallview Jade is on the move in third. Cheetah Cheats now moves up with cover in fourth. Sid Sandman. On the inside, Cool Diplomat. Robin's Kyle's Uncle. They race up the backstretch, 46 extra long, leads 3 parts of length. Hallview Jade is now up to challenge. Idle Brett is right there in third. On the outside, Cheetah Cheats racing in fourth, 3/4, 127-4. On the inside, 46 extra long, battles back. On the outside, it's Hallview Jade. Idle Brett is right there in third. On the inside, Cool Diplomat needs racing room. Sid Sandman, he's not going to get there from here. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Your leader, 46 extra long. A length on the outside, Hallview Jade. A late move, Cool Diplomat, 46 extra long, digs in. 46 extra long wins it. Close for second, Cool Diplomat and Idle Brett. Number 6. Perfectas. This is the start of the $2 pick 6. Just over. Here they come. And they're off. It's High Gear Hanover away quickly for the lead. On the inside, Heisman Hanover. It's Heisman Hanover and High Gear Hanover. They're stride for stride into the first turn. Now Heisman Hanover draws clear 3 parts of a length. High Gear Hanover on the outside, racing second. Jammin' Elmhurst is right there in third, then a gap to Junior. Racing in fourth, Raven Ruler is fifth, and the trailer early on, Keystone Throng. They battle for position and the lead, and on the inside, Heisman Hanover. On the outside, High Gear Hanover. Opening quarter, a quick 27 flat. Neither wants to give way. On the inside, it's Heisman Hanover. On the outside, High Gear Hanover. They race into the 3/8. McGee and High Gear Hanover. Marsh and Heisman Hanover. They're stride for stride. Jammin' Elmhurst is right there as the battle continues and heats up. Junior now on the move in fourth. Raven Ruler is racing fifth. Keystone Throng 55-4. On the front end, it's Heisman Hanover, High Gear Hanover. He's had enough. Jammin' Elmhurst racing in third. Junior is 3 wide and driving. On the inside, Keystone Throng. Raven Ruler is on the move. Heisman Hanover under a drive. Jammin' Elmhurst drives from the pocket. On the inside, Keystone Throng Jr. is on the move. He's poised and ready to strike in fourth. A little more than a quarter of a mile to pace. On the outside, it's Jammin' Elmhurst. Heisman Hanover, he battles back. 3/4, 126 straight. Now Heisman Hanover on the inside. It's Jammin' Elmhurst between horses. Junior, 3 off the rail and charging. Raven Ruler, he's cranking it up on the inside. Keystone Throng. Now Junior takes the lead around the turn. They're in the stretch. It's Junior. Your leader a length, Heisman Hanover going a big mile in second, a late move. Raven Ruler down the stretch, it's Junior. It's Junior. And Tony Morgan in front, a late move, Keystone Throng. But Junior holds on. Keystone Throng second, Heisman Hanover third. Photo. Fifth race rundown after the placing. 4, 5, 1, 3, 6. Here they come. And they're off. Wrong horse out quick for the lead. Hills Easter on the inside. Bright Bully left well. It's Hills Easter and Bright Bully. These two battle for the lead. Hills Easter on the inside. Bright Bully on the outside. Wrong horse is racing in third. They've paced an eighth. And now Bright Bully will get the lead. A length. Hills Easter right there second. Wrong horse pacing in third. Trident Hanover racing in fourth. The Pretty Gray, Nothing But Class is fifth. In sixth, Rootin' Tootin' Two-Step. J.E. Big Red and Nike Elmhurst, they roll by the quarter. 30 seconds straight. Bright Bully will feel pressure from Trident Hanover. It's Trident Hanover on the outside, Bright Bully on the inside. Hills Easter is right there in third. Nothing But Class is on the move with cover. To the inside of him, Wrong Horse. Rootin' Tootin' Two-Step is on the move. J.E. Big Red. Then a gap to the trailer, Nike Elmhurst. They race for the half. Bright Bully leads ahead. Now Trident Hanover up to challenge and take the lead. They go by the half. A minute and a fifth. Trident Hanover on the outside. Bright Bully battles back. Now it's Bright Bully regaining the lead. Trident Hanover right alongside Hills Easter getting a good trip in third. Nothing But Class racing in fourth. On the outside, Rootin' Tootin' Two-Step. Wrong Horse to the inside of him, J.E. Big Red. And Nike Elmhurst 4 in, 4 out. They race for the final quarter. Bright Bully leads ahead, Trident Hanover. It's Rootin' Tootin' Two-Step, 3 wide third, 3/4, 1:30-3. Bright Bully, 3 parts of a length. Trident Hanover racing second. Rootin' Tootin' Two-Step. Hills Easter is sitting there full of pace in third. In between horses, Nothing But Class. J.E. Big Red is on the move. Top of the stretch. Bright Bully, your leader of length. Hills Easter is charging. Down the stretch. A 16th of a mile to pace. It's Bright Bully. Here comes Hills Easter. Bright Bully digs in. Hills Easter, one final surge. Very close for the win. Between Bright Bully and Hills Easter, it can go either way. Hills Easter, Bright Bully. Race first half of the late daily double. Also perfecta wagering, scratch number 4, Star Legacy. Top of the stretch. Here they come. And they're off and pacing with Royals Royce out quickly for the lead on the inside. It's Lawn Boy Popsicle. Drives out for position. Lawn Boy quickly now into a length and a quarter lead. On the outside, Popsicle is racing in second. On the inside, Happy Colors racing in third between horses. Royals Royce is fourth. Direct Shooter came away fifth. And at the end, Cafe Racer. They straighten for the quarter. Lawn Boy leads a length. On the inside, Happy Colors Popsicle is parked third. Opening quarter, a quick 27-2. Lawn Boy, your leader by 2. Happy Colors racing second. Popsicle on the outside, racing in third. Royals Royce on the move on the inside in fourth. Direct Shooter is fifth. Cafe Racer still at the end. They race for the half. Lawn Boy in control by 2. Happy Colors is right there in second. Popsicle is parked in third. Royals Royce racing in fourth. Direct Shooter and Cafe Racer 56-4. Lawn Boy leads a length. Happy Colors getting the trip in second. Popsicle another move in third. Royals Royce on the inside. Cafe Racer now on the move. At the end, Direct Shooter. 3/8 of a mile to pace. Lawn Boy leads by 2. Happy Colors racing second. Cafe Racer 3 wide, dropping back after a difficult trip. Popsicle. It's Lawn Boy, your leader by 2. 127-2 for 3/4. Lawn Boy leads a length. Cafe Racer on the chase. Happy Colors right there in third. Then a gap to Royals Royce. They come to the corner. It's Lawn Boy, your leader a length. Happy Colors is right there and set for the drive. They're in the stretch. Your leader, Lawn Boy. Here comes Happy Colors. Down the stretch they race. It's Lawn Boy on a short lead. Happy Colors is charging. Lawn Boy on the inside. Happy Colors, those two at the wire. Very close for the win between Lawn Boy and Happy Colors. That is a photo finish. Please hold all tickets. And 50. Now it's back to Balmoral. Less than a 16th of a mile before the start. Here they come. They're off and pacing. It's Town Thunder out quick for the lead on the inside. EJ's Dream. Now it's EJ's Dream quickly up to get the lead a length. On the inside, Keystone Aquarius racing second. Town Thunder on the move in third. Mitchell's Governor came away fourth. High Lonesome is fifth. A gap of 2. Campus Choice racing in sixth. Be a While is seventh, and at the end, Gypsy Falcon. They race for the quarter. EJ's Dream will immediately feel pressure from Town Thunder. Now it's Town Thunder up to get the lead. EJ's Dream will yield in second. Opening quarter, 28-2. Town Thunder, your leader a length. EJ's Dream racing in second. Keystone Aquarius racing third. Mitchell's Governor fourth. High Lonesome is on the move in fifth. Now driving from the pocket, EJ's Dream. Out of the 3/8, EJ's Dream is quickly up to regain the lead. It's EJ's Dream, the favorite, your leader by 2. Town Thunder racing second. Mitchell's Governor is first over in third. On the inside, Keystone Aquarius racing in fourth. High Lonesome is second over with cover fifth. Campus Choice saves ground. Then comes Be a While and Gypsy Falcon, 58-3. EJ's Dream, your leader a length. Town Thunder is right there in second. Mitchell's Governor gains on the outside in third. Keystone Aquarius on the inside fourth. High Lonesome is fifth. Campus Choice saves ground. Be a While and Gypsy Falcon. They race up the backstretch. EJ's Dream in hand leads a length. Mitchell's Governor between horses. High Lonesome is 3 wide. Town Thunder getting the trip. 129 flat. Your leader EJ's Dream. 3 parts of a length. High Lonesome quickly up to challenge. On the inside, Town Thunder racing third, dropping back Mitchell's Governor. Top of the stretch, EJ's Dream feels the pressure, now draws clear by 2. High Lonesome racing second. In third, Town Thunder down the stretch. EJ's Dream is clear from the pack. EJ's Dream wins it a length. High Lonesome second. Keystone Aquarius up for third.
4 racing schedule. We race all year long, 52 weeks again. The complete 94 schedule can be found on page 23 of tonight's Balmoral track program. 3 minutes for the upcoming.
Top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. It's 46 cylinders out quickly for the lead. On the inside, Wings of Gabriel. French Rebel also left well. 46 cylinders quickly into a 2-length lead. Wings of Gabriel is racing in second. On the outside, French Rebel in third. Smooth World came away fourth. DL Surprise racing in fifth. Flight Lag is sixth. In seventh, Idle Halsey, and far back, Everon. They race for the quarter, and now French Rebel up to challenge. 46 cylinders for the lead. It's French Rebel, 3 parts of a length, 29 flat. French Rebel, your leader length. Wings of Gabriel, now on the move in second. 46 cylinders racing in third. Smooth World is fourth. DL Surprise on the outside in fifth. 4 lengths back to Flight Lag. Far back, Idle Halsey, and even further back, Everon. They race for the half. Your leader, French Rebel, 3 parts of a length. Wings of Gabriel on the outside, a patient second. Off stride is Wings of Gabriel. They go by the half 50, 7-4. Now French Rebel draws clear by 2. 46 cylinders is racing second. Smooth World in third. DL Surprise is on the move. 3/8 of a mile to pace. Your leader, French Rebel, a length and a half. 46 cylinders is right there in second. DL Surprise on the move in third. Smooth World racing with the leaders fourth. Flight Lag is fifth. Far back on his gate, Wings of Gabriel. They go by 3/4, 127 flat. French Rebel has had the best of it. French Rebel leads a length. 46 cylinders right there in second. DL Surprise gains a patient third. On the inside, Smooth World. Flight Lag is in the game. Final 1/8 of a mile, French Rebel, your leader a length. It's French Rebel at the top of the stretch, your leader a length. 46 cylinders, ducks to the inside. A 1/16 of a mile to pace. It's French Rebel under drive. Here comes 46 cylinders. Now it's 46 cylinders getting up in the final strides to nip out French Rebel close for third. Photo. Here they come. Off stride before the start, Gray Eagle. They're off and pacing. It's Look Ladies quickly to the lead. Bob's Escort racing second. Blue Plate Special came away third. Wiregrass Kerrigan is in fourth. Armbro Jagger racing in fifth. Richard Lomont. Timberjack back on stride, but far back, Gray Eagle. Your leader, Look Ladies, by 2. Bob's Escort racing second. Blue Plate Special is third. Wiregrass Kerrigan in fourth. Armbro Jagger racing in fifth. In sixth, Richard Lomont. Timberjack and far back, Gray Eagle opening quarter, 30-3. On the front end, Look Ladies. Your leader by 2, Bob's Escort, is second. Armbro Jagger underway in third. Blue Plate Special to the inside, fourth. Richard Lomont is on the move with cover in fifth. Wiregrass Kerrigan on the inside. Timberjack. Gray Eagle has caught the field. They race for the half. Your leader, Look Ladies, on a comfortable 1-length lead. The half, a minute and a fifth. Look Ladies having his own way. Leads 3 parts of a length. Armbro Jagger on the outside racing second. Bob's Escort getting the trip in third. Richard Lomont is second over with cover. On the inside, Blue Plate Special. They race up the backstretch. Look Ladies looking strong. Leads by 2. Bob's Escort racing in second. Blue Plate Special is third. Moving up 3 wide, Richard Lomont dropping back sharply. Armbro Jagger 3/4, 128-4. They pick it up. Look Ladies, your leader a length. Bob's Escort on the outside second. Blue Plate Special towards the inside gains third. Wiregrass Kerrigan, he's in the game. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Look Ladies leads a length. Blue Plate Special is charging down the stretch. It's Look Ladies. Here comes Blue Plate Special on the outside. Blue Plate Special going fastest to win it. Look Ladies second. Wiregrass Kerrigan finished third. 6-7 on the bottom. 11th race perfectas and trifectas, no changes. Post time in 15 minutes, 11:59. Now it's back to Here they come. They're off far outside. It's taken by surprise. Out quick for the lead. Silver Wolf on the inside. In between horses. Open Gate Dandy. Leave 'em Barefoot is there. It's Silver Wolf, your leader a length. Open Gate Dandy racing second. Leave 'em Barefooted racing in third. Taken by surprise. Racing in fourth. Now he tucks in fourth. In fifth to the quarter, Nedsbit. Cimarron Express is racing in sixth. Beaumain is seventh. And at the end, Annie Wrap. They're single file by the quarter. 29-4. Your leader, Silver Wolf, by 2. Open Gate Dandy racing in second. Taken by surprise is underway in third. Leave 'em Barefooted saves ground fourth. Nedsbit follows cover in fifth. Cimarron Express racing in sixth. In seventh, Beaumain. And at the end, Annie Wrap. They race for the half. Silver Wolf, your leader, a length taken by surprise. Pressures in second. Open Gate Dandy is right there in third. Nedsbit follows cover. The half, 59-4. Silver Wolf, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, taken by surprise. Open Gate Dandy. Right there in third, Nedsbit. Within striking range, fourth. On the outside, Cimarron Express moves up. Leave 'em Barefooted saves ground. On the inside, Annie Wrap and Beaumain. 4 in, 4 out. A little more than a quarter of a mile to pace. Silver Wolf leads a length, taken by surprise is second. On the inside, Open Gate Dandy, 3/4, 129-2. Silver Wolf leads a length and a quarter. Cimarron Express 3 wide into second. Open Gate Dandy right there in third, dropping back, taken by surprise. Beaumain is on the move. Final eighth of a mile. It's Silver Wolf, your leader a length. Top of the stretch, Silver Wolf leads a length and a quarter. Open Gate Dandy ducks to the inside. Cimarron Express from far back, Beaumain. Now Silver Wolf draws clear to the wire. Silver Wolf by 2. Open Gate Dandy second. Leave 'em Barefooted up for third.